what can companies do to attract female leaders? Let's start there.
Yeah, so I mean, this is definitely my domain, I think, as far as the talent acquisition side, and really first impressions to candidates. And I think from a company perspective, you really want to take a look at your employer brand. That's number one, right? What are your first impressions online to these candidates that are interested in finding out more about your company? Is it a diverse brand? What are the types of benefits that you're offering? Do you have maternity policies? Do you, you really want to look at that as a holistic way of what you're attracting. And also looking at the diversity of your company, right? What are the stories of the employees that you're telling? Are they all from one demographic? Do you have women in leadership? If you do, tell their stories, because that is really what's going to attract more women and more diverse candidates in general, really to your company. I think that's probably number one.
How do you go about telling the stories from a practical standpoint?
I think that storytelling is really at the heart of this work. In organizations, we rely on our communications departments to build these stories. And we stop short of really engaging the employee population to tell their authentic stories. So I think that there's what you do organizationally in terms of ensuring, as Rebecca mentioned, that you have a really strong, meaningful, and engaging employee value proposition and recruiting practices. But your story doesn't end in trying to bring people into the organization. Your story continues as you're onboarding them. Your story continues as you're developing and engaging them. The story continues as you're telling the world what it's like to work in your organization, and you're doing it in a way that is representative of everyone in the organization. And when it comes to gender and gender equality, which I think is one of the most important business issues of our time, it's about ensuring that you're not just playing lip service to it, but that you're not just showcasing, here's all the women that we have.
Yeah.
But that you're fundamentally showcasing what these amazing women are doing to drive the business and to change the world.
And what a great time that we live in right now, where we can really enable our employees to be brand ambassadors for their companies. I mean, you should have employees that are so proud to work at your company that they're on LinkedIn and they're talking about the values at work, or the maternity leave policy that you have, or whatever it might be. Those are the authentic stories, right? I mean, they're kind of like micro influencers. They are out on their social media accounts talking about their experiences. You're not necessarily having to publish that on your About Us page on your company site, or the more traditional mediums that we've been used to for the past couple decades. I mean, giving that power back to the employees, I think, is a really untapped resource for a lot of companies.
And it's also how we all talk. It's how we engage, how we connect, how we build real relationship. It's not always on a company page, as important as that is, and I don't think it's losing its significance, right. But really about augmenting the way that people are communicating and engaging and building and building networks now.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share so that others can benefit from the great knowledge and experience. See you tomorrow.